My name is Pernell. I'm African American. Usually people think that like I'm a very good basketball player because obviously I'm tall, I'm black, and so like for example, when we're just playing pickup at like Palladium or something, usually people like pick me first, so they'll be like, yo, you're gonna be on my team or that sort of thing, or I get this a lot too that I look like Russell Westbrook. So like walking in the airport one time, I had like a person stop me and they thought that I was like Russell Westbrook, and I was like, no, I'm not. And they was like, well, you still look like a basketball player anyhow. And I just get that a lot. Like people just assume that I can play basketball. So, well, the guy in the airport, he was just an older white guy. When it comes to school, it's more so just in general, like just the general population of students just out there on the court just playing pickup. Well, I wouldn't say that I'm not good at basketball, but but the way they play it out for me to be is like they make it seem like I'm great, but I don't feel bad about it. To them, sometimes it's a disappointment. They expect me to be like Michael Jordan or something, but for me it's just like I'm getting out there playing, having fun. But it's surprising though when it has happened to you on multiple occasions, and it's just this weird interaction between what people assume you can do versus like what you can actually do.
My name is Liz Elizabeth Evans. I am African American. I'm not too sure where my heritage came from in Africa, so I'm African American. In high school, my high school days were a little interesting. I was the only African American woman in my high school class of about 700 people. So people would test out their stereotypes that they learn about black people on me. For example, fighting. I don't know why people just assume that I can fight. I am a big, beautiful black woman, but for some reason, they just assume that I can knock someone out. Especially when videos like the Sharkeisha No video came out, everyone was like, Liz, try this. Like battle of white people or white girls versus black girls in my high school class. I was like, no thanks, next time. Like I can't really fight. So even when people would be like, okay, this person's fighting Liz at this time, I'd just be like, no, like I'm cool. I don't know if I can punch or anything. It's a little like, why is it that people are using my stereotype to test out their knowledge of African American women, but I'm not your girl. And the funny thing is, even other black people would make these type of assumptions. Like you would have people, like I had a friend named Kendall. She was like 6'2", I'm 5'8", and they were like, oh, it'd be funny to see you two go at it. No, Kendall could actually kill me, like no joke. So, I mean, every type's Caucasian, African American, Hispanics, all types. Just wanted to see girls go at it. Can they take the pressure? It was pretty bad. Like people would just laugh at you. Like, you can't fight. I can't believe you can't fight. It's almost even more disappointing than if I said that I couldn't fight at all, because then it's just like, what are you doing? Like, you don't have any type of technique. Where's the punching? Are you gonna push her, kick her, what? Like, who are you? Type of thing.
Yes, my name is Michaela. Well, ethnically I'm Latina, and racially I'm not sure, because it's not a race, and my mom told me that, and so I'm not really sure what I am. So, yes. In high school, one time, me and my friends, we organized an outing. We were gonna go ice skating together. So me and my friend, who's a Caucasian female, we went to go to our friend's house who was gonna drive us there. So then we got to the door and I rang the doorbell, and his dad answered the door. And when he saw me, he asked if I was there to clean the house. And I was not really sure if it was a serious question or a joke. And I was just like, I'm just here to go ice skating. So I like had ice skates in my hands. I was not really sure what was going on, but I've kind of repressed how I feel about it so far. My one friend was with me, and she just thought it was really funny because it was a total miscommunication. But I think most people think it's kind of a weird story. But yeah.
My name is Kevin Zhang. I am 100% Chinese. So this happened about a couple months ago. I was at a bar, I was hitting on this girl. I was talking to her, I didn't know her. And she was all like, oh, hey, you look like you work out, you do some stuff. I'm like, well, I guess. She's like, yo, you must be doing a lot of kung fu, right? And I was just like, I mean, I knew where she was going with this, so I was just like, what's kung fu? And she was like, yeah, like, yeah, right? And I was just like, yeah, kung fu, yeah. Oh, she gave me like this like really disappointed face, like, oh, you don't know how to do kung fu. And I was just like, yeah, but I'm great at everything else.
I'm Yining. I am Chinese. So when I first started out in computer science, I had to take a math class for the first time in forever, and I had some struggles with it. So I asked my friend who is in computer science to help me out. And his first response was, but you're Asian, so like math comes naturally to you. And I was like, ugh. I thought it might have been a joke, but like I could never tell. But it kind of sucked because like I would have, eventually it helped me, but it's kind of weird that like you feel bad asking for help because you feel like you can do it by yourself, or you should be able to figure it out by yourself. Yeah, he was white. Yeah, I felt like, maybe for a second I questioned myself, like maybe I can figure this out by myself, or maybe I should be able to. But ultimately he did help out with the math, so yeah, and it didn't seem like he changed his opinion of me that much or anything. It was just like a, joke.